Hello, dear student. This is Rajwant Singh, and today I am going to teach you the history chapter first when, where, and how. So, my dear student, let's start. We know about the past by studying the remains that are left behind, like burials, ornaments, and texts. How would you the people in the future to remember us? Think this. So, my dear student, history can be defined as a systematic and careful study of past events. That events are done in the past are called historical events. A person who conducts such studies and records the findings is called a historian. Different types of materials and records constitute the basis for carrying out a historical study. There are three types: history, prehistory, and protohistory. History essentially signifies the period of time for which written records are available. By studying history, we can know the precise dates of events that took place millennia ago. The reason is that when these events occurred, they were documented in the writings of historians. They were put in the writing position. These documents are important sources of history from which we can get information regarding our past. Prior to the invention of paper, palm leaves, rocks, pillars, clay tablets, copper plates, and bark of the birch tree were used for writing in the past time, in the ancient time. People write on these type of papers because they have no papers such like today we use. So, my dear student, invention of the cart and the wheel, the discovery of fire, etc., are some of important events of our past. However, we do not know exactly when and where these events took place. Historical studies reveal that they might have taken place long before the practice of documenting history through writing began. The entire period before recorded history is called prehistory. Thus, prehistory encompasses the entire period from the time when human like beings appeared till the time when the practice of recording past events began. In order to understand prehistory, We depend on the material remains of the past, such as bones, tools, weapons, pots, coins, jewelry, cave, paintings, etc. and etc. These are called artifacts, and in this figure you will see the paintings, utensils, jewels, etc. etc. and some of the major artifacts that offer a range of information about the material cultures of the past is given here. So, my dear student, between prehistory and the historical period, there was a period for which we have no direct written evidence available from contemporary sources. However, the historical texts composed letters suggest their existence and even record with a certain degree of precision. Some of events, you can say some of major events of that period, such period is called proto-history. I have told you history, prehistory and proto-history. Importance of studying the past events. Why we study the past events? What is the importance of reading this? So, my dear student, history is regarded as the systematic record of ev- past events in the order in which they happened. The motivation for studying history comes from the curiosity to know how our predecessors lived in the past. However, it is in fact about a past that has an extremely significant part to play in shaping our present. We can also say that study of the past makes us understand who are, what we are at present, or why we live, think, and act the way we do today. By reading history, we gather knowledge about how the modern world has revolved over centuries following a continuous process of development. So, my dear student, these are the story of our history in the past, and the study of historical past is also helpful in solving some of the problems we are facing today. For example, history teaches us that wars should be avoided because they have long lasting harmful effects and are destructive. So, my dear student, we don't put the war and we should avoid the wars because they have long lasting harmful effects. We also learn from history that a small band of united people can defeat a strong enemy. Furthermore, study of popular practices, ideas, traditions, or institutions help to understand the link between past and present and the changes that these beliefs or practices have undergone over centuries, leading to their present form. My dear student, you have to know the next point, chronology of events. What is chronology of events? It is not possible to understand history unless the events of the past are in a chronicle order. The past events are arranged in order of time. Events are arranged in order of time. Events that happened first are followed by the chronology. This order is known as chronology. In fact, the practice of recording historical events in a particular sequence gives us an idea as to how human beings progressed from the earliest to the latest stages of civilization. So, my dear student, we have to know about everything that is done in the past, and this is possible by reading the history. However, a chronology without a certain point of reference is not possible. What is this point of reference that the historian adopt? You think so? I am telling you, historians have unanimously recognized the year of Jesus Christ's birth as the reference point from which dates for all historical events are counted. We refer to the events of the past with BCE and CE. BCE means before Common Era, means the years before the birth of Jesus Christ. They are counted backwards. For example, 50 BCE comes before 49 BCE. Similarly, we use for the years after the birth of Jesus Christ, we use CE, Common Era. These years are counted forwards. For example, CE 49 comes before CE 50. CE is also sometimes used for indicating the dates of those historical events that took place after the birth of Jesus Christ. CE stands for Anno Domini, meaning in the year of Lord. So 2013 can be written both as CE 2013 or AD to 2013. So my dear students, similarly we can also use BCE in place of BC to indicate dates before the birth of Jesus Christ. And now you have to know some things about the history or prehistory or proto-history. If you want to know about the most important events, then you have to study the written history. So my dear student, that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.